Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu.
No.
It's a Fae.
It's Hitmonchan! It's completely useless now because it lost its arms, but shh.
Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo, the Cripple Girl Simulator.
I'm so looking forward to editing in the fucking it's Hitmonchan with no arms. Alrighty. So, we can probably just get started.
Let's get going, man.
Let's get we can do this. Wait, isn't she?
Hello.
Notice that Rin is speaking to me. Emmy looks curiously at me.
Did you two know each other?
I look confusedly at Emmy.
She's that friend of yours?
You do. We both saw this one. I saw that one.
Yeah.
Even when you said no to that. Rin has turned her gaze towards the clouds drifting above the school. The awkward silence lasted only a few seconds until Emmy lets out a tiny giggle, shrugging the coincidence off.
I invited Hizo for lunch. If you know him, that's just better. Oh, does that mean I don't get food? Or did you invite him for lunch without the lunch? Neither. I have food for 3. Nice thinking.
You know why they're friends.
Yes.
They walk to the other end of the roof while I stay in the cloak tower. At the clock tower? Cloak tower. I like the cloak tower. It's a tower made of sketchy guys in cloaks.
Some shady guy.
Some shady guy just built a tower of shady guys in cloaks. For a while, talking about the atmosphere. There's nobody else but us here. I guess the roof isn't as popular as the other schools. You wanna know why they're allowed on the roof?
Why?
The one can't climb the fences because she has no arms. The other one can't climb the fences because she has no legs.
Well then.
The roof used to be a very popular place for all those who can't handle the diseases. Until the school got bad publicity. So only ones who can't climb fences are allowed up there. He still has a heart problem, so if he tried to climb the fence, he'd die anyways, so... Not much you can do there, but he might as well be allowed on the roof, right?
We might as well allow him on the roof.
He's gonna die sooner or later, but hey, he might as well go on the roof. A few run-down branches and tables are scattered around the edges. Perhaps in an attempt to make the rooftop look less desolate. Small pebbles covering the roof rattle beneath our feet, and Emmy's metal. I peek through the chain-link fence to take a look at the school grounds and beyond. Students are strolling in pairs and groups around the quadrangle and at the cafeteria. A few delivery trucks are driving past the school towards a convenience store nearby. Somewhere a watchdog barks at a passer, but why am I looking at all these pointless ass shit? Somewhere, when I look towards the town center, the small town strikes me strongly, almost palpably. It's almost like I could feel everything, the people who walk in their useless lives. The heretic lifestyle of a big metropolis seems so far away and foreign here. Nobody could catch buses or ride on things. I feel surprisingly optimistic that I'm gonna die one day.
You're not
Finding
putting
out
any effort into
that
these.
my illness is something more of a crotch problem like Rin thought it was. When I step out of the shadows, I could feel a cloak on me.
Seriously, man.
I'm sorry, he's talking about what? If I read it all out, what would you be able to tell me what he was talking about? He's just kind of having a stroke right now, thinking about random shit. The sunshine. The sunshine
Are you
clearly.
sure you're not having a stroke?
The cool breeze is with the sunshine. As the wind carries the scent of sunshine.
Trees and flowers!
And then the flowers carry the scent of the wind. While the trees are the sunshine.
This is just brisk.
This is brisk. The smog and car exhaust, like it used to be used to. Like I used to be used to. Emmy briskly settles on the bench with grin in tow and proceeds. 1 big and 2 small lunch boxes from her bag.
Produces? Come on, Hizo, your mind's useless. You trash.
She beckons me to join them, and that's not what I was doing. Making room on the already small bench. Oh gods! They're too close. I seat myself on the corner of the bench to take a little space as possible. It's pretty cramped, but somehow all 3 of us fit onto it.
Impressive view.
Emmy suppresses a giggle and places a lunchbox in front of Grin, and hands over a lunchbox to me.
Here you go. Lunch as promised.
Homemade, no less. I'm impressed.
Wow, this looks really good. Thanks. I made it myself when I can.
Conversation dies off as I set about my business of feeding myself. Taking a few bites, I glance up and notice Rin definitely opening the lunch box and popping a forkful of food into her mouth, using only her feet. Even though I've seen it before, I can't help but be impressed by her dexterity. It's also a reminder of the sort of place I am in right now. Will I ever get used to the sight of such a thing? I can't decide if getting used to such a thing would be a good thing or a bad thing, either. Does getting used to this place means that I'm giving up on being a normal person? Or does that just mean I'm becoming more understanding about those around me?
It depends on if you're optimistic or pessimistic.
I'm distracted by my thoughts and my moral confusion by the sight of Emmy tearing into a lunch as if it had insulted her ancestors. What the hell is he talking about?
She's attacking her lunch as if it had bring a grave
I know, but
insult to her. She's eating it really fast and aggressively.
Yeah, but the way he describes things is just...
You seem pretty hungry.
Emmy looks out, mouth half full, and swallows before nodding.
My morning run always works up an appetite. Which is great, because I have to burn through lunch pretty quickly. Helps me keep my girlish figure.
And my girlish, beautiful voice.
Yeah. What would happen if you'd lose it? Would you become a man?
I nearly choked on my lunch, trying not to laugh.
It's a figure of speech. Does your figure have to run in the morning too? Do you always talk like this? Talk like what? Like what?
Oh wow. Why are you voicing the same person? It's not working out for you. Whenever they speak like that, you want me to do my goblin voice for Emmy?
Let's do it.
Okay, I will speak for Emmy when there's 2 things.
Yes.
I think that answers my question.
Never mind. So,
I struggle to think of small talk and settle on the obvious questions.
How'd you 2 meet?
Rin seems content to let Emmy answer the question.
Someone in the housing department thought it would be that we'd complement each other well, so we were assigned rooms next to one another.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that it was mainly because I have no legs and she has no arms.
Yeah.
Complement each other?
Like shoes and a suit. Huh?
Emmy giggles at my confusion. How can I be this dumb?
Put us together and we got all our limbs. Get it? Ah. So I started helping Rin get ready in the mornings, and that was that. I mean, you can't help someone get dressed every morning and not get along. I see.
That's an interesting predicament I'm curious about. Because if you don't like the person, you could just put them in the worst Rin chooses this moment to interject.
I have trouble with shirts. Right, that seems fairly obvious. Really? Kinda.
This isn't helping, but at least Emmy seems to find the whole thing funny. That combined with the fact that Rin is genuinely curious makes me feel slightly better, and yet confused.
I mean, you've got no arms, so putting on a shirt seems like one of the things that would be difficult.
You know what? I'm just going to stop talking now and do the right thing and never talk again. It'll save me a lot of trouble in the long run. I should try to climb that fence as well. Rin nods in what I suspect is meant to be a sage manner.
I see.
The conversation dies as I turn my attention back to my lunch. It's really quite good. Emmy finishes her lunch first and makes a content noise.
Hey, that was good.
I don't know if that was content or not, but sure.
Hey, that was good.
I'm even less certain that was content.
Hey, that was good.
I don't think goblins can ever be content, I'll be honest. As she brushes herself with cleaning up her lunch, Rin speaks up.
I'm thirsty. Oh, I almost forgot about that. Sorry.
With a flourish, she reaches into a bag and removes a trio of juice boxes. She tosses me one that appears to be cranberry juice. One to Rin appears to be some kind of strawberry milk, complete with pink color steam, and keeps an equally pink box of some kind of fruit punch to herself. Rin dexterously stabs her straw through the top of her box and begins to drink. I'm once again impressed by how flexible she is, but this time I keep my comment to myself as I try over and over again to pierce it. Why isn't it working? I just imagine him having the worst time and just like...
He started stabbing to the bottom.
He's stabbing himself in the hand. It's like, how do you do this? This is impossible!
The next day he can do it perfectly. And that's where we get the flashback to him going to the nurse. This is how you use a juice box.
I'm sorry, Hisao.
You're sorry, Hisao.
Somehow I don't think Hemi or Rin are the sort of people to think twice about the way they work around their particular disabilities. Rin especially so. Indeed, she gives the impression of being entirely unaware she is missing any limbs at all. Whenever or not the consensus decision is made, another matter. I'm honestly not sure.
So, Hizo, how do you like it up here? It's quite nice, actually. I like high places for the view. Thanks for inviting me up here. And for the lunch, too.
Emmy grins a 1,000-watt grin. Pleased by my response, I suppose.
No problem. Feel free to sit with us next time, too, okay? I won't make you lunch, but you can bring your own up here. At no lunch service? I don't know.
Emmy looks mock offended.
Trying to take advantage of my good nature.
No, that's Rin.
The nerve.
No, that's Rin, she giggles.
Well, if that's your answer, I guess Rin and I just keep eating lunch all alone.
I mean, you have
With Rin.
You have enough limbs to make up a single person, so I suppose so you're alone. I'm suddenly assaulted by the most heart-rending puppy heart failure, oh gods, I've ever seen.
I'm kidding. I was kidding. I'd love to eat up here again. Good location and the company's okay too.
Emmy frowns a bit at my declaration of okay, but seems happy enough that I've accepted her invitation. I guess this makes us Tomodachi Nakama, or at least acquaintances. As the lunch bell rings, signaling a return downstairs.
Hey, Rin, you didn't finish your lunch again. I wasn't that hungry. If you don't eat up more, you're gonna fade away.
Rin shrugs as if that's a acceptable risk.
Come on, we'd better get going.
As the three of us head down the stairs together. As this afternoon, we're gonna call this one here.
Yep.
So again, thanks for watching, whoever's out there. Remember, we do live streams randomly.
Yep, at times that are...
That's why you should follow our jabber.
Yeah, our jabber. On our jabber, you can figure out, like, seconds before we live stream that we're going to live stream.
Exactly. Also, you can see the women we've murdered. And the men. You see, Jabber was actually thinking of changing its name to Jab-Im, like EM, because they thought it would be more gender appropriate and, like, include everyone. Because Jabber isn't about just jabbing her. It's about jabbing everyone with a knife.
Or a sickle.
Or anything, really.
It's as long as you can...
Even your dick sometimes. But those people are weird, so we don't go on that side of Jabber. So, follow some Jabber.
Or, you know, you can actually take the better thing and follow us on, like, Twitter or something.
Wait, what's that?
I don't know.
I like Jabber more. We need to get fucking Jabber. We need to create Jabber.
Yep.
Except we get thrown in prison because we created a social media website for murderers. But either way, all you gotta do, here's what you gotta do. You just gotta remember, kids.
No matter what the internet tells you.
You gotta just remember that we do not exist.
And you gotta remember to keep watching.
And, no, well, you were supposed to...
And thanks for watching as well.
Well, hey, I wasn't the one who fucked up the outro this time.
Technically, we both kinda did.
Wait a second! I'm free to fuck up the outro! Slavia's not around, so you can't bring back the voice! You can't bring back the voice that burns my ears! I can fuck up the outro all I want, bitch!
Yeah, but then...
Oh wait, no, we might... Well,
all I have to do is then threaten that in our next visual novel that I'll just make the main character Slavia.
I hate you. Why? Why must you do this? I'm enslaved to the extra.
Yeah, let's hit the stop button and move on to the next thing. We're finishing this day.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Aye.